Peace. Peace. What going on, my peoples? It's your boy Sincere Seven coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the Florida edition. Um, wow, man. Today I did something I haven't done in a while. Microdosed. So I've been sharing with you all over the last few weeks or so a lot, and most of the time when I've been sharing, I've been under the um, energy of cacao, which is a beautiful heart opening medicine, and it's a real that empathogenic feeling, that love, that heart opening, that compassion, that acceptance, that understanding has come very heavily with the use of cacao, and even when I have been microdosing, it's been while I'm under the energy of cacao. And so it's kind of like that empathogenic combined with that entheogenic still creates a opening of the heart. And I have been enjoying it quite a bit, dealing with that. For this morning, I decided to microdose, and I haven't used anything else. I haven't smoked no cannabis, no cacao, nothing like that. I created some new microdoses last night, and I was like, let me go ahead and test them out today, and I did, right? And they were very, very heavy for me, and I enjoyed them. I enjoy that. However, at the same time, it they were strong. They strong. Listen, and they got me going deep. And one thing that I've realized about me is that when I microdose and I go deep, it unlocks or opens a connection to, everybody refers to it as something different, to source, to energy, to consciousness, whatever it might be, right? And so I had a good conversation with somebody who was looking for some advice, and that took me on a little walk. And after I got off the phone with them, I do like I usually do, and I put some music on to just kind of, the soundtrack of life. And it took me into replaying, if you will, my life. It took me into focusing in on the decisions that I've made and the things that I've been doing. And it took me into a state of mind that I was like, oh, let me get away from this. Let me get out of this mindset. Um, let me get away from this energy. And I found myself not wanting to go live. And I even said that on a post. I posted something like, these microdoses really got me right now, and I don't want to go live, but if anybody is looking for a conversation, I'm definitely tapped in. And as I continued walking, my spirit started asking me, why you don't want to go live? You go live every other time. Every other time you feeling highly spiritual, you go live and you talk about what's on your mind, your heart, or your soul. So why would you verbalize today you don't want to go live? And that kind of caught me off guard. Like, yeah, why don't I want to go live? And I thought through it and I realized why I didn't. And it's because I didn't want to verbalize on a public platform how I really feel about a situation in my life. My hands are shaking and everything. The realization of what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking came to me, and it was like, damn, You serious? Like, yeah, I am. And that thought is that I really, I haven't had many regrets. None that I can really think of my whole life. At this point in time, I think it's only right for me to verbalize and tell the truth and stop acting as if it's something different that I really, really regret wasting the last 4 years of my life on a relationship. Um, like I'm really bitter currently, and it was like once I started admitting it, so many things started to make sense. Why certain things trigger me, why certain things, and it's like this whole time I've been running around, not lying to myself, but avoiding the truth of the matter and trying not to verbalize these things, trying not to share them. And why? I realized is because of the shame that is practiced within our community with men. Men are shamed at an all-time high about what they do, what they don't do, how they think, what they don't think, how they dress, how they don't dress, how they deal with individuals, how they deal with themselves, how they deal with their issues, their problems, their dramas. Men, we have it bad. Now, ladies, um, you know, my heart goes out to y'all and I share it. I verbalize, you know, my love for y'all, my support for y'all, my understanding when y'all go through things and how you all are looked at and how, but this ain't that time right now. This ain't that time. This, I don't give a fuck about y'all right now. This is about me and other black men like me. Because what I'm realizing is, as much as my ego would lead me to think or believe that I'm one in a million, I don't believe that shit at all. Um, I have had the opportunity to be of a counselor to my community and to speak with multiple people, men and women. And in these experiences, I'm realizing that and seeing and witnessing that we are, we as men are underrepresented. You hear niggas ain't shit. He ain't shit as a husband. He wasn't shit as a baby daddy. He, you know, he's abusive. He didn't take care of business. All of this shit, we all hear it. We all know it. We all aware of it. But how many times do motherfuckers go live and let it be known that no, actually this was a stand-up nigga. Actually, he played his part. Actually, his resume is outstanding. And he was shitted on, devalued, and fucked over by a woman. Now, this is not a let's tear down the woman type of situation. This is let me be clear. There's really no reason that I have to tear anybody down. Let me just be clear. I don't have to speak on my ex on some negative shit like, oh, she was no. She just didn't deserve, and it was a fucking waste of time. I had went through depression. I had went through understanding. I had went through growth and development. And I was at a place where it was time for me to reach the heights. And in that, I met somebody, and the selfishness that I was carrying, I decided to let it down. The self-centeredness, the let me focus on me. I let that shit down. And to this day, I regret it with every fucking cell in my body. And I feel like I need to verbalize this because I have done everything except verbalize this. I've done all type of deflection and reflection and intentions and attentions to keep a, like, let's keep it cordial, so to speak. But if me speaking my truth makes it to where it's not cordial, then fuck it. I'm speaking on this because I need to get it out my system and allow it to be free so that way things won't trigger me the way they do. This is why when I hear women complain and talk about, oh, this niggas ain't doing it, niggas ain't doing it, men don't know, like the yada shit the other day. This is why I responded to that shit. Because there's so much bullshit that is displayed from the women in our community. As if, like, let me tell you what the fuck is a red flag for me. This is why I'm single. No, bitch, it's not. No, it's not. You're single because you're unhealed. You're single because you have no value. You single because niggas see that they can use and misuse you and do. And I found myself today disappointed in myself because I said to myself, damn, them niggas who be lying, cheating, and using women, they really winning. And I was like, damn, did you really just say that shit? And I was like, yeah, motherfucker, tell me, stop me when I start telling lies. And I couldn't stop myself. In my mind, right now, I really feel like that. And that's because of the amount of men that I know who have been misused. The amount of good fathers that I know who have been separated from their motherfucking children with no violations on their record. The amount of fucking women that walk around saying shit like, I made the right decision, I had to do what's right for me. Well, bitch, then every nigga should do what's right for them, which means leaving you where the fuck they found you. And those types of thoughts really bother me. Because I'm such a fucking community-centered individual. When I speak on my village, I fucking mean it. And anybody who knows me knows. Anybody who knows me for real knows that I have laid down my life for women and children in our community. And at this point, I can most uncomfortably, honestly say I regret it. Do y'all know how uncomfortable that is for me to say out loud? But like I said, I have to be fucking honest. Why I'm honest about everything else and boastful about everything else and my ego and I'll be on live talking all that shit. But now I want to be quiet about this. Why? Why do I want to? Because that shit don't feel good to me. This shit don't help my boom. Think good thoughts, speak good words, do good deeds. I'm having a problem with my boom because I feel like thinking good thoughts, speaking good words, and doing good deeds leaves us, as my brother hates the word, vulnerable. Well, listen, Oi, son, I know you hate that word, but let me just be motherfucking upfront and clear. That's exactly what the fuck we are. Vulnerable. Yeah. We open to be attacked, abused, assaulted, any of these, because everything isn't physical. Understand? Why is it that when we speak on certain things, we keep these principles in mind, but then on other things we forget them? Abuse is not just physical. There's emotional abuse. There's verbal abuse. There's mental abuse. And I feel like I feel like in our community we have too many women who speak as of being righteous, but in all accounts, you're just fucking abusive. Understand that that man who grew up to abuse women was most likely abused. And within himself and how he feels like he ain't shit, he weak, whatever these thoughts, it causes him to abuse, right? It causes him to lash out. He might have been emotionally abused, but now he's physically abusive. This is easy for us to see. However, the idea of, and let me be clear, being a medicine man, I'm very aware of what's going on in my community. And 90% of my clients are women. And 80 to 85% of them have been physically and sexually assaulted before the age of 18. How is it that we think that there is that much motherfucking abuse going on in our community, but these women don't turn into abusive individuals? I'm gonna let you sit with that for a second. I'm gonna let you sit with that for a second. More than 80% of our women in our community have been abused before they was 18 years old in some type of way, physically, emotionally, sexually. But they ain't out here abusing motherfuckers. I think that we have an unbalanced way of looking at abuse. Yeah, black eyes, they are easy to see. Yeah, but that's not the only type of abuse being practiced. And that's how I feel. I feel like I was taken advantage of and have been abused like a motherfucker. And it has me to the point now where I don't trust women. And that's uncomfortable for me. It's like everything that I ever wanted, everything that I ever seen, everything that I ever thought was something that I would contain is like, boy, you a fool for even thinking that shit. You really thought that these motherfuckers be falling in love and be having children and raising their children in fucking, functional homes, functioning homes? I feel like a fool for believing in that shit. Like, I went through my last thing and I was like, listen, you got a fucking fairy tale princess way of looking at shit. This is not a fairy tale. Oh shit. Well, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Because black functioning relationships and households, they kind of seem like fairy tales to me. Like, when I say that's all the fuck I ever wanted was to be a husband and a father, the traumas that I went through with my mother that I seen, I'm talking about, I'm standing here and I'm seeing this shit go down. In my mind, it was like, man, nah, this not for me. This won't be like this. And I blamed my father for so long. I blamed my father and I talked shit about men. I talked shit about men. Men who know me, they know I talk shit to their face. You a whole ass nigga for that. Okay, you got you a good woman at home, and here you go, man. Fuck out of here. Now I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I can see why. I understand. Like every man for themselves out here, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The shit that I'm saying right now, make no mistake about it that this shit bothers me to verbalize it, let alone think it. This shit bothers me to verbalize this shit. I blamed men for so long. Like, yo, if we just do right by these motherfuckers, then they'll have a chance. They'll have an opportunity. So when I got my chance and my opportunity, I did right by these motherfuckers. For those of y'all who don't know, this is why I be going so hard. Check my motherfucking resume. My exes are fucking not blocked. They're my friends. They ain't damn none of them ever stop and be like, all right now, nigga, you gonna need, no. They sit back and be like, okay, now don't give too many details. Like, I said I was sorry. Yeah, fuck that. Nah, resume good. Shit, the women out in the community know that. Yeah, I could have slayed, but like, wait, hold on, what you mean? No, like, you know, if that's the case, my wife, you know what I'm saying, they know, no, we gonna keep it between us, then I'm not doing shit. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real righteous about everything. If I said I was gonna do it, that's what I did. And on this last one, to give up poly, to give up my, nigga, I've been poly all my motherfucking life. Fuck is you, since I was motherfucking 17 years old, I've been poly. One of the little chicks I was dealing with, she disappeared for like weeks, maybe a month or something. I started dealing with this other little shorty. We got to kicking it, shit got good. We sitting on the porch one day. It's like 3 weeks after I started kicking with the new shorty. Boom, the old shorty walking down the street. I'm, the fuck? What the fuck? Now this, like when I'm 44, so when I ain't had no cell phone, shit like that, right? So when we had to go to a motherfucker's hood, you like to see him, you know. Shorty come down the street. Boom. The chick call her name. Hey, what's up, so-and-so? What's up? What you doing here? I'm here with my man. No, that's my man. What? The fuck? Woo. They got to arguing and talking shit to me, this and that. My uncle the whole time upstairs on the porch looking down. He said, hey, Tom, come here, boy. I went upstairs like, huh? What's going on out there? I started explaining to him what's going on. He's like, what? They out there arguing about you choosing. Man, you better go back down there and tell them you with both of them. And I was like, what? He's like, what you got to choose for? You chose them, yeah? I said, yeah. All right, well, that's what you chose. I went back downstairs like, man, listen, y'all don't got to be arguing. I choose both of y'all. The other one was like, man, fuck that. I wish I would. And walked the fuck off. The other chick was like, I'm cool. All right. My mom was like, see how easy it is? Because that's what they always going to do is walk the fuck off and you don't give them what they want. So you let them choose and you choose you. Oh, shit. So all my life, I've been very open about me dealing with multiple individuals. And met this one and it was like, yo, I don't want to do that shit. Now, after having went through with the reconciliation that I went through my mother, it was like, you know what? Maybe this whole polygyny shit, because I always say that because of what I went through with my mother, that's how this shit makes me feel comfortable. My mother sent me away when I was young. So it's like, my own mother didn't stay in my life. You think I'm gonna believe that you gonna stay in my life? Fuck out of here. You probably told that to the last, how many bodies you got? All the niggas you told it to. However many relationships you got, not bodies. Let's be clear. Our body count, our relationship don't mean shit. So, excuse me. So, with that being said, I knew that choosing poly was my protection. Cause these motherfuckers ain't loyal. They always gonna leave. They always gonna find something better, do something different. I need different in my life. I need to find myself. Oh, I thought this would, like, whatever the fuck it is they make up, it's always gonna come. So fuck that. You can be around as long as you want. When you ready to go, I'll all right, no problem. This one, no. I want to be monogamous. I want to feel like, you know what? Maybe since I didn't reconcile with my mother, maybe that whole ideology of the poly lifestyle, maybe I can do monogamous. Fuck it. Let's get this shit a try. 6 months in, I'm like, man, that's why the fuck I'm poly, man. If you don't get the fuck on, kept dipping. This is my motherfucking, it's like a motherfucker tell you, you know what I'm saying, that my trauma comes from abuse, like physical abuse, and I get to whooping your ass. Like, my trauma comes from motherfucking, like, sending me the fuck away, leaving me, separating our relationship because of being upset. This is what the fuck you do. Should have stayed fucking poly. No, should have never dealt with that motherfucker. And I am bothered. I'm upset. And I feel like I wasted the last 4 years of my life. And I'm really I really feel some type of way that I'm even saying that shit out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could go back in time and do it all again, that means I wouldn't have my 2 daughters that just came forward. And truth be told, that would be okay with me. Another fucking family that I create to not have access to anymore for fucking nothing. This shit is stupid. And I'm pissed off and I'm mad that I motherfucking wasted fucking 3 to 4 years of my motherfucking life again to be misused by some motherfucker. Period, point blank. Whoever the motherfucker was. And I'm tired of seeing all of this shit that the black woman is complaining about that they don't get. I don't bear witness to that. I'm sorry. I don't see that reality. I see the reality of motherfuckers who are good men, providing, protecting, educating. You ain't got to pay no, fuck y'all. You ain't got to pay no bills and you ain't getting your ass whooped. I know my motherfucking resume. And I know it's fucking outstanding. So why the fuck is it every one of my children was raised out of the house with me is a fucking mystery to me. I'm just another fucking statistic. What good is all the goddamn wisdom that I got? Oh, the motherfucker, he this and he that, he... And what the fuck that's doing? Shit, wise man my ass. I don't feel like a wise man. I give thanks when y'all give me that type of shit. I'm an ego. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. That's ego. I take it. But let me be 100. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. And I'm upset because what the fuck? Like I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm how they talk about a woman being a bitter woman, and fuck men. That's how I feel right now. I'm a bitter man right now. I'm bitter, but it's like I know it's some motherfuckers out here that got their mind right. I know it's gotta fucking be. So that makes me like, well, what the fuck is wrong with you that you can't fucking, what the fuck is you doing? Because to be clear, every fucking time I made the decision to bring forth children with a motherfucker, I literally thought this motherfucker has enough motherfucking common sense and dedication and understanding that we gonna do this shit. This what it's gonna be. We gonna, yeah, every fucking one of them. And every fucking one of them violated for whatever fucking reason. And it's like, what the fuck is the point of out here trying to be a fucking quote unquote good man? Why I'm thinking about y'all more than I'm thinking about me. Fuck that. Yeah. So this is me sharing my truth about how I feel. I absolutely love the black woman. Always have been a fan. And at this point in time, I'm realizing that every single trauma that I possess has come at the hands of a black woman. I ain't had no problem with niggas. I can fight. I can protect myself. I'm a stand-up motherfucker. And when I speak, motherfuckers hear me. I don't never have to dominate, do none of that shit. It's like I'm a stand-up nigga. Anywhere I go. I went to jail and them motherfuckers sitting there automatically like, yo, what's up? What you think about that? Who the fuck are they talking to me? That's when I realized my age. Like, this nigga called me the fuck? But the women, man, they be fucking me up, man. They be fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just like, nah, there's some good niggas out here. Fuck that. I know something. Peace, brother love. I see you, brethren. That's a good man right there. Peace, James. I see you. That's a good man right there. You know what I'm saying? It's some good men out here. And it's like this bullshit, like this bullshit narrative is like, yeah, nah, it's hard for me because it's like I be wanting to, you know what I mean? I be like, yo, shut the fuck, like, you know what I mean? But I like, that's why I'm making this video. I just want to be real. I do be feeling a lot of that shit. I do. Like, yo, nah, I understand where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? And now with the audacity that women are carrying nowadays and this energy of like, yeah, y'all need to be bowing down, is like, it makes it even easier. Because I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, I know the truth. Get the fuck on. The truth is that if y'all got what the fuck y'all asking for, a lot of y'all can't even handle it. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. Flat the fuck out. Everybody keep talking about what the fuck they want and what men need to be and what they need to do. Okay, well, guess what? I have. And maybe you could talk individually or as a team, but y'all have been failing horribly. I've had women that come to me telling me the exact same thing about how they're operating within their realms of their relationships. And listen, I support them because they coming to me. I understand. If that's how you feel, if that's what you feel like you need to do, I always point back to the other way. But boom, when they feeling that, it's like, okay, cool. Individually, that's your path. That's what you choose. That's okay. But collectively, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You understand? Like I can see from every person's point of view. And it's like, yo, I understand. That's what you gotta do. But it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, you know? And it's just, I had a brother who was, you know, talking to me the other day and was giving me his feelings about how he felt about what he was going through and what he was losing, and you know how he been holding it down and doing it. And I was like, bro, I understand. Like this has been a conversation that I've had. There's been a lot of separations lately. I'm noticing that. There's a lot of separations lately. And I don't mean like, oh, you broke up with your boyfriend. I'm talking about people who've been married for years, have been in a relationship for years. 10, 12, 13, 7, 3, 4. Like, what the fuck going on? And I'm hearing from the individuals from both sides the same shit. The men have been stand-up niggas holding it down. Their resume's good, and their women just feel like they want something different. They want to go and blah, 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 blah. Man, it's like we starting to look at niggas who just out here going for themselves and go, damn, I understand. It was prophesied this was the year of divorce or separation. Damn. And the women have their reasons as well. Yeah, but they usually are fucked up. I don't know who I'm talking to. It says Facebook user, just to be clear. I don't know who I'm talking to. But when you saying the women have their reasons as yet, and they're fucked up. I'm telling you, they're fucked up. They're fucked up in the terms of looking at, you know what I'm saying, a marriage and a relationship and what it's supposed to be about. And, you know, in IFA, that was a part of our year reading in IFA. Okay. That was a part of our year reading. You know, so in a lot of the situations that I'm seeing, they are fucked up. They're it's like, what I'm saying is like, it's not the men who are out here violating, like, fuck what happened with Offset and like, you know what I'm saying? Think about what happened with Papoose and Remy Ma. You know, what going, bro? I'm straight. I don't need it. You don't have anything. I'm straight, bro. I'm good. I know you. Oh, look at this. Bro, I'm good, man. I appreciate it. I'm on live right now. Oh, you're live? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, I come back. No, you don't have to. No, I'm coming back. You're a black man. I don't care if you're a white Y'all see this shit? But you're African. I'm from Africa. Right. It doesn't have to be violating in that sense. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like that they're fucked up. I'm saying the reasons are fucked up. Let me just be clear. And even though individually, like shit, me and my ex, you know what I'm saying, among my children, we still cool. That's my motherfucking dog. That's like we cool to the motherfucker. But when we talk, I'd be like, man, you fucked up the church's money. You know what I'm saying? I say shit like that. Like, I don't wear no part of that shit. That shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good. Everything was perfect. Everything was operating the way it's supposed to be. And some silly shit came up and you went along with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying is like, it's like, fuck that. Like, do right by who for what? You know what I'm saying? And I just had to get that shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying? I literally had to get that shit off my chest. Like, I had to let that shit out. You know? Well, something wasn't perfect in her eyes. Yeah, she had fucked up vision. Who is this? Who is this? See, you about to, whoever you are, you about to get on my nerves. Like, listen, don't come on here and try to go for bat for her. You better get on the phone with her and talk to her before you do that. You better, listen, you feel me? Something wasn't perfect in her eyes. Yeah, her fucking vision. Fuck you mean? Yo, you want to know, like, he had me doing something wrong. No, the fuck I didn't. Again, it's good niggas out here. You feel me? Now, if you don't know none, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. You feel me? And yeah. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, more men need their space to be able to verbalize that shit. You know what I mean? Flat out. Because it is the reality out here. It is the reality. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, it is a reality. You know? And that shit got me real fucking, you know what I'm saying? I hit the microdose today and I was floating. And then I looked over and that black cloud just said, absolutely glad you have the space to do so. That's because I take the space to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was walking and thinking about it, and I was like, damn, you be live and talking about how you feel about everything else. But since this whole shit went down, you've been real quiet and you've been real, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want it to be like aimed at somebody. It's really aimed at women, like all together, because it's not just this last situation. It's like all of the mothers of all of my children. Like, you know what I mean? Been out here doing what I'm supposed to do. Been handling business. Been holding shit down. And been getting fucked over. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? Why y'all keep dropping the ball? I'm empathizing with you, bro, but I got a balanced perspective out. Nah. We don't need their perspective today. And that's what I'm saying, because when they get their shit off, they have the space to do that. Like, you got to think, when a woman get to talking shit and she get to letting that shit out, her girls be behind her like, hell yeah, girl, fuck that nigga. Hell yeah, he ain't shit. You right, girl. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck that. When I get to get my shit off, y'all need to just be like, hell yeah, bro. I feel you. Yeah, that was some bullshit. Nah, don't. Well, I don't know. You got to see how she feel. Wait, don't fuck up the church's money. That's not what we doing right now. We do that when we say we gonna approach this balance. I ain't say shit about balance on this one. I say this is an emotional release. I gotta be as honest about this shit as I've been about everything else. I'm being honest. I feel like I wasted the last fucking 3 years, 4 years of my motherfucking life. I'm talking about I had been getting it. I was in the right place. I had went, like, the shit that I had went through, the shit that I had put myself through, the shit that I had placed upon myself. Do I have a therapist? Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, this is therapy. Don't you get it? This is my therapy. Let me see. I'm not one of those women. I give my sisters balanced perspective as well. Okay, okay. And them scholar seeds are the shit. Hell yeah, I know, right? Do I have a therapist? Listen, Facebook is my therapy. I am the therapist. I am the counselor. I am the medicine man, right? So for me, I always say, how the fuck I know all of y'all business, all of y'all fears, all of y'all everything, illnesses, this, all this, but then I'm gonna keep my shit a secret. No, I'm gonna share my shit with y'all openly. You know what I mean? So this is my therapy. When I get on live and I get to going and talking and kicking it, that's like that's me getting my shit off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fire sign. I'm a Leo, and my moon sign is Cancer. So I got a water emotional base, but I'm fire. So I set fire to my own emotions, and then I vent them out because that's what you got to do when you turn water into steam. You know what I'm saying? Even a therapist has a therapist. Wise men seek counsel. I'm a Leo as well. Oh, I have counsel. Yeah, I have counsel. That's different than therapy. Like my therapy has I've always been told to shut up. I've always been put quiet. Like don't do that. I talk too much. That's what I've always been told. You talk too much. Every time a nigga got ready to swing at me, he say that first. Like, nigga, you talk too motherfucking much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know, right? Get up under your motherfucking skin. Always running my mouth, right? So I've always been quieted. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. So my therapy is to express myself, you know what I'm saying, openly and freely. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get on here on live and I express myself. Nobody can calm that shit down. Nobody can tell me, oh, you should and should. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's my free. So that's why I say this is like my therapy. You know what I'm saying? You know, give thanks, bro. I'm gonna leave you alone. Oh man, don't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? That's what caused my traumas, being left alone. We a village. I love you. No, don't leave me alone. Just roll with me. You know what I'm saying? Just roll with me. And if I'm wrong, let me know. I always say, talk to me. I talk back, talk that shit, because I talk that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Stop me when I'm wrong. You know? But yeah, when I'm just, emotionally going in, that is my therapy. It'd be like, for me, it's like, it ain't nothing wrong with it. Because if you don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? Some people jump off. Some people don't listen. Some people get away. Some people, they like, well, shit, this is my medicine man. I want to know what type of shit he be thinking, what kind of thoughts he be having, what kind of shit he be going through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people really be like, they'll allow the outbursts that they hear from me to tell them whether they will or won't deal with me doing some medicine work. Whether they will or won't pay for one of my classes. Some people be like, yo, I like the way that he's open and he's honest and he presents himself. Some people be like, man, he always talking shit. I don't like whatever they don't like. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it'd be like, good. Please know who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You see me, I be blowing your baby like you a medicine man and you be smoking weed and like, yeah. Because I don't want nobody to book me for no ceremony and then I fire up some weed and they get offended. Like, what you mean? I want you to know. Shit, I went and did a private ceremony just last week or two, and I showed up at this place and there was weed on the table. I was like, oh, I know I'm at home. You understand? And we had very good times, intimate moments, kicking and talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through a testing time that some know about, some don't. And, the beloveds was there to comfort me, you know what I'm saying? And they knew who I was and how I expressed myself. So nothing was, offensive. And that's how I like things to be. I like people to know this who you dealing with. You know what I mean? So there's no confusion. There's no argument. There's no disagreement. We had some debates though. We had some good debates. And it was like everybody held their own, had their own ideas and everything. And you could tell where everybody's ideas came from based off who they were. See, that's the thing. That's why I say communication kills confusion. When we share our stories, like, because we was all sharing our stories with each other about, you know what I'm saying, like, basically more or less how we all found our magic type of shit, more or less. But everybody was sharing with one another. So when we did get into debates, it was like, but we was able to see why the other person felt the way they felt because of what they went through, how they was raised, how they went through things, how they, you know what I'm saying? And it was like that's the beauty in it. That's why I be talking that urban philosophy shit, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna come from a different place, and if you just get that love and that attention to where they coming from, it should have make sense to you. You'll be able to feel them better. You understand? So that's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing with y'all, you know, how I'm feeling. You know, yeah, yeah. I think all of that was masculine version for my heart broke. Hell yeah. Women, y'all ladies, y'all done broke my heart. That's why I ain't wanna let y'all play with my shit. You know? But it's all right though, see, because then there's the other side of me that understands the trials and the tribulations that individuals go through and the growth and the development that individuals go through. So it's like I can see the shit, you know what I mean? I had a head start. I'm older. I understand. You see? So it always balanced out, you know? But I definitely had to share that, you know. And I get thanks for all y'all who held space, who came in, kicked it with me, talked a little shit. You know what I'm saying? Just gave me the space to just share that shit. Cause like I said, it's a lot of us out here. It's a lot of us out here, for real, like good niggas. You know what I'm saying? Being misused, mishandled, misunderstood. You know what I mean? And shit. We should be able to feel safe enough to express ourselves just like, you know what I'm saying, anybody else. So I appreciate y'all sharing that space with me, yo. Um, tell somebody you love them in a language they can understand it in. Peace.